This point now, you should have a nicer idea of whereabouts each theme in your life is. Some things will feel really good and vibrant and energized, and other things might feel a little bit sticky. Maybe we've been avoiding some things for a while, and that's okay. What we're really looking there is to get a better idea of where there is room for expansion in our lives. Now, once we have a rough idea of where we are, it's really important for us to know where we are headed or what is it that we actually want to experience in this life. So, the next part of this process is for you to find what is your authentic code. And your authentic code is made up of 3 to 5 words that really embody the essence of your dream life. For me, mine is a sense of freedom, fun, belonging, and growth. So those words for me are almost acting as my filter. If I have to make decisions or plans, or I have to choose between alternatives, I'll bring it back to my authentic code and see which really aligns better. Now, this gives us a really nice idea in terms of planning out what our next steps are. And I want you to remember that your authentic code is not what you feel you should have as your keywords. It's not what you see other people doing. It's not the lives that you see on social media or the lives that people expect you to live in your community and your family. It is authentic to you and it will be different for everybody. So let's get clear on what the essence of your authentic code might be. The first thing I want you to do is to journal on the key prompts, the clues questions in the supporting PDF guide. So the first one is, what do you love to spend your time, your money, and your energy on? Again, this could be if you had unlimited resources, what would you actually be doing just for fun? I want you to also think about what do you love to search, research, or learn about? What topics could you talk endlessly about? What did you love as a child? And also, what are the things that make you feel alive right now? What experiences do you love? So, once you have a better idea of those and you've journaled on that, I want you then to scroll down on the PDF and look at the bank of authentic code words and scan through those words. You will notice that some words really pop out at you, they really resonate with you. Match them up with the answers to your journaling questions, and you should narrow it down to 3 to 5 words that really spark something alive in you, that create excitement. Imagine if that was the key values for your dream life, for the life you're creating. Now, whenever we start to dream and vision about what we want without any limits, very quickly, that is met by fears and limiting beliefs or a narrative in our mind of why it's not possible. It might be that we think it would never work out for me. I could never have that. I don't deserve to have a life like that. I wouldn't be good enough to do this. People would judge me if I showed up as that person, if I lived like that. These key limiting beliefs, or blocks, as they're sometimes called, are not your fault that they're there. And they're not actually true. These are beliefs that we took on, usually as a child, when we experienced shame, pain, or programming from being our authentic selves. So, as an example, if we loved a certain type of art or a certain type of cartoon, or we were fascinated with robots or nature or building things, and someone came along or and told us that it was weird, it was stupid, made us feel bad for being interested in that. It wasn't cool. Or perhaps a parent was very strict on us and told us that we shouldn't be doing something that felt authentically enjoyable. Our brain always wants to keep us safe. So in that moment, you basically clock that showing up as that authentic type or enjoying that type of thing in your life was not lovable, was not acceptable, was going to cause rejection. So, subconsciously, what you have done is moved that into your shadow or kept yourself separated from that authenticity. as a means of secure attachment, being loved, being accepted. So it's not your fault that when you think about living an authentic life that might look different to others, it causes resistance and fear in us. Fear of being judged, fear of being isolated. That is just your subconscious brain trying to keep you safe, just as it did when you were younger. Now, this is much deeper work, and we will be getting to that down in spaces where we look into your growth in your dream life. But for now, I just want to remind you that it's normal to have these fears. It's normal for these blocks to come up. And that's a really good sign that you're probably on the right track as well. The next thing that we're going to do, once you've got your authentic keywords, your authentic code, and by the way, that could take a few days. Really take time with this, invest time and energy and peace into getting clear on these words. Then the next step is, where do we begin? How do we actually start to embody this version of us? How do we start to bring this into our life?